Okay, welcome to our exciting 10th episode of The James Show. What do we got going on today? We're going to be talking to my co host of the day, Jeremy.
Hello.
We are going to be looking at Marvel Heroes 2016. It's a Diablo esque kind of style free game with Marvel characters. What else we got? Let's check the notes. We're going to be talking about a fun little card game called Exploding Kittens. Kittens that explode. Be careful. Got Song of the Week, of course. We hate everyone. This week we're going to be talking about why we hate Michael Phelps. He's a mutant.
Ew.
Yeah, he's a mutant. So let's kick it off with talking to Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, James.
So, what's your favorite color today?
Blue.
Is it blue every day?
It's blue every day.
Are you blue every day?
No, not every day. Just on my Smurf days.
We won't get into that. That sounds a little special. What is the coolest animal?
Great white shark.
Great white shark is the coolest.
Yes. He wears sunglasses if you haven't seen him.
I can see that leaning up against a thing like with Snoopy, Joe Cool,
Yes.
but in the ocean. And on land if he wants to. Is that cool?
Yeah, land shark, 1970s.
Flowers. What? Chocolate. Land shark. Most people out there will have no idea what we're talking about.
No, because they were.
Look up
all
old
born
Saturday Night
after-
Live, land shark. I think at one time he like jumps out of the chick, like out of like the washing machine or some crap. I think that happens
Yeah,
once.
I think that happened once.
Land shark, folks. Watch out for him. What is your power month?
Power month.
Not the month where you pay your power bill. I mean,
That's
more in
every
your
month.
life in general. Oh, there you go. Every month is Jeremy's power month because he pays his bills.
Probably February.
February is a good month for you.
Yeah. January's a shambles because of the holidays, but February I still have enough gumption to try and get something done.
It's still this early in the start of the year. You've picked all the pieces up from Christmas. Most of the bills from Christmas have been thought about being paid.
Yeah, I think about them very much and then put them away and think about them again later.
Like March, when it's not your power month anymore.
Exactly.
What's your favorite game? Board, card, video, whatever.
Favorite game? Right now, probably Pandemic.
Card game, cardy board
It's
game.
a board game.
Yeah, board game. I've played it on the iPad. I saw it in Target the other day. I thought about getting it, but my wife said that I can't get any more board games without getting rid of one I have.
Well,
I guess I could start keeping them in my trunk or something. She'd find them.
maybe that's her way of keeping the diseases out of the house.
Yeah, whatever. She's making faces at me right now. And they're not nice faces. Are you a fighter, mage, rogue, or cleric? In real life, in D&D, in other game, whatever. Both, preferably. The way we kind of defined it in real life, a fighter is kind of a straightforward, get things done kind of person. Mage, of course, is more logic and intellect. A rogue is with guile or dexterity, and cleric would be with intuition or street smarts or like more feeling kind of thing. Give you the stats, wisdom.
Probably a cleric with roguish tendencies. Stay under the radar and get lucky a lot.
There you go. Cleric of some sort of thievy god.
There we go.
What about in actual like role playing games and stuff like that?
In actual role-playing games, I've played all of them, though there's something nice about playing the fighter where you don't have to be the one to think out the puzzles. It's stuff a lot.
That's Stacy's favorite. How much caffeine is too much?
Wait, there's too much? There's a limit?
I have been told.
Have we ever found this limit?
I
This
don't
is
know.
something we need scientists on right now.
This is coffee, folks. This is coffee.
That is a lot of coffee.
Yeah.
You're going to poo later.
Better later than now.
Now would be bad.
And what else we got? What's the best time of day to eat waffles? Or is there a best time of day to eat waffles? Or is there not a good time to eat waffles?
Well, I think the answer to that question is there a bad time of day to eat waffles?
That's true, especially nice, fresh, real waffles, not Lego My Eggo. Even Eggo waffles, a little bit of butter, a little, you can get by. Like,
Eggo waffles are good in a pinch, but when you have time and more importantly a waffle iron, then yeah, make the real ones. From Belgium, but not.
because we don't live in Belgium.
No, we don't. And waffles aren't actually from Belgium, but they like to think they are.
Don't need things to think.
It's like the mussels aren't from Brussels, but that's okay.
What's the most hipsterish thing to own? Pocket watch, monocle, big giant strange mustache. Obviously, if you have all three, you've reached hipster levels
I was
beyond.
gonna
But if you only own one, what is the most hipsterish?
The most hipsterish would have to be the monocle because what the hell purpose does that serve?
You,
I mean, it looks funky.
you're only bad in one eye.
It's an image.
You only got bad. Originally, it was like, I guess for only if you only had bad vision in one eye,
Yeah,
but before
why wouldn't you wear-
before bifocals were invented, so you could read, but you still had your far vision.
Okay. So I guess at one point it served a purpose other than to make people look like dicks.
Mr. Peanut looks like a dick. He
Yes.
looks like a peanut. He looks like a dick peanut. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Dick peanuts.
People who wear monocles have attitudes.
And they're always got to pinch it. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know how they work. Do you always have to pinch, or do they like get them fitted so they're perfectly like? But then it's like pressing, and it seems like either way, it seems like it'd be way uncomfortable, and you're either going to look like Popeye or have something pressing against your eye.
I was going to say the Popeye thing because you have to squint. Otherwise, the thing falls out.
But you know, the radius of your eye right in there. You can also get something that fits and kind of is just really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Or you can get it on a stick, so you're always walking around.
You could glue it to your face, I guess, but that would be
Monocles, glue. Yeah, but that's like that doesn't come off. And I mean, do you want to use like super glue where it can get irritate your skin? You want to use hot glue? I mean, it does a
the
whole.
world's first glass contact.
They already have glass contacts.
Real glass? Really? That would.
They
seem
have hard
dangerous.
contacts.
Okay.
You can keep in your eyes longer and stuff, and they can actually surgically implant them or something like that too.
The world is weird.
Any exciting questions you need to shoot my way?
Exciting questions.
Okay. Any questions you'd like to ask me?
I don't know. I didn't think about this beforehand. I should have.
Yeah, maybe next time. Let's see here. So now we're going to look at a game, Marvel Heroes. Originally it was just called Marvel Heroes. Then it was called Marvel Heroes 2015. Now it's 2016. Why do they keep changing the name? I don't know, because when they do like big updates over the next year, like this year, the big update was dealing with the whole Civil War, Captain America Civil War movie or some crap, but whatever. So let's check that out. And let's get some sound on this bad boy. Alrighty. So.
Hey, look, everybody! I'm Cyclops.
That is because I got too close to Deadpool. He says stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the basic of the game. As you can see, it's very Diablo-esque. You get your little abilities here. You can run around. I have a little pet named Throg. There is a big roster of characters, and it's cool is you get one free character unlock token. But before that, you unlock it, you can try every character. As you can see, it says 1/10. That's the level they currently are and the max level. Every character you can level up to 10 till you figure out the unlock you want. Like I have, Captain America unlocked. I have Cyclops unlocked. I have the Silver Surfer unlocked, and I have Ghost Rider unlocked. Cyclops is the guy I've just been using. Other than that, it's very, very Diablo-esque. You got the inventory and all that stuff, and you have PowerPoints. I'm obviously Cyclops focused mostly on optic beam stuff because, yeah, he can fight, but whatever. And then he's got some other cool team abilities, like everyone gets more experience. Summon Angel to help me out. And then there's some, more end game type systems, as you can see, you unlock to level 25 and stuff. But
Oddly enough, I've been playing Iron Man, and I didn't see Team Tactics.
he
I
doesn't
saw
have,
Tech. He's not a team player.
no, he's not. Well, he's really not. He's kind of a jerk. He's only a team player in the bedroom with the ladies. So let's just go and just check out an area just to kind of show what's going on. Did I click the right button?
You have to. There you go.
To warp to a location, you actually have to pick a location. So here I want to go to Shield Training Room. I picked a horrible place. I have chosen poorly.
There we go. Hell's Kitchen.
Where they bake the cakes. Hey, look, there's an Iron Man. He looks all cool. He's level 46. I wish I was that cool.
He is way higher level than me.
And I teleported to the very top, so let's go to it. And boom! Yeah, that's right. I'm Cyclops, bees. Boom, look, money.
I love how you can get money for causing random mayhem and just wanton destruction as a hero.
I'm an anti-hero now, which I really hate the direction they ended up taking Cyclops in, because I guess they thought he was just too boring. But whatever, you know, you need a couple
the
of
Boy Scout.
Yeah, but you need. I mean, you can't have everybody have a tragic backstory and past. He was the kind of grounded whatever, you know, just the standard all-American guy who had a problem, met the all-American girl, and then all of a sudden love triangles with Wolverine and back angst, and oh, my father may be from the outer space. It was a better character just to have it be just the regular guy who has a power and is trying to live with a weird situation, rather than every character be some tragic backstory.
You need somebody with the tide of normality to offset all of the other people who are truly effed up.
And now they don't really have that on the X-Men anymore. Beast is the next closest to being normality, but he's like ridiculously super smart scientist guy.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I see your point.
Back to the game. As you can see, my little beams bounce everywhere because I've upgraded a little bit, and it's like the coolest ever. It makes me kind of super awesome. I got a cool dodge. High balloon. For you know, free to play game, the game looks great. Plays easy enough. You know, Diablo-esque action, like I said. I got a bunch of cool abilities.
Now, one downside that I saw was that this is not kind to your hard drive.
Oh, it's a very big game. Yeah, there's so much stuff there.
There are so many textures that it was
textures and sound files too, because like every character has like little things, and like Deadpool has little things to say about every character that comes along, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of good game. But then again, a gaming PC, if you don't have at least 2 or 3 terabytes, then you haven't got a real gaming PC.
Yeah, this is a 30 gig on disk storage, 15 gig compressed download from Steam. So
it's not too big, but it's not small. But it does run fairly well on even low-end systems. It runs on our work computer, just barely.
Nothing runs on that thing.
But overall, it's a pretty solid free-to-play game. Lots of things to do. Like I said, gives you a free character unlock. You can unlock more characters with with real money if you want, but there is in-game currency to unlock characters. You can either spend a lot of in-game currency to unlock the specific character that you want, or you can buy the random box. It costs about 1/4 of the price. The downside to the random box, though, if you didn't know this, you might end up getting a character you already have.
So what happens if you have 2 of the same character? You don't get to you just gain an extra level on that character or something?
You might get a little bit of a bonus on that character, like a level or something, but for the most part, no. That's the risk you take with the random box.
Okay.
So when you know,
so it's great in the beginning,
yeah,
but not so much later.
Once you have like, you know, if you decide to play this game like hardcore and you got like 15 or 20 characters already, although there are 51 or something stupid like that now in the game.
Okay.
But that is something to consider.
One thing that I liked is that for somebody who has sporadic game time like myself, I noticed that at least in the beginning, the missions don't take that long.
Throughout the whole game, pretty much, you can go to an area and do a mission or two in just a couple minutes. Yeah, every time you play. And the leveling system, you're pretty, you know, it's not really, but Venom, bad Venom guy. Symbiotes are on the loose. You know, you could play for 15 or 20 minutes and feel like that you did something in the game rather than just barely getting into the game. You know, it's not too hard to get going. Play for a little bit.
Yeah. So if you have an hour to play, this is a good time killer if you don't want to get into something more involved.
Right. Even if you have 20 minutes to play, you know, as long as everything's up to date and you're good to go, you can just get right in. You know, you can get some stuff done. There is like vehicles. Everybody gets a vehicle. It's a little hard to do because my keyboard is far away from me. Oh, there it is. But yeah, see, my vehicle is of course a motorcycle because Cyclops has motorcycle. He's got a dodge ability. Not everybody has them. It's really nice. Here's like calling an angel. I don't know. I just talk about that. Yeah, he's like, hey, go kill those guys there. And he just comes down and he's like, bam, for a little bit. It's like an AoE kind of just fun. You got an attack bonus, but that guy really need it, right?
Not in this area.
Yeah.
This is one of the beginning lower level areas, though.
Yes.
So I would assume that there's an area that's more on point for.
By level 22, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously. But overall, I'd say that this is a pretty solid game. You can't beat the price unless they were paying you, but it's worth playing, worth checking out, and if you really like it, give them a couple bucks. You know, I always with the freemium games, if you really like to play the game, I know you don't have to, but spend a little money for in-game currency and help support the developers. Other than that, so I'd say this is definitely a checkout. What do you think of this?
I think it's worth the download, even if you only play for a few times. It's a worthy experience.
And there's like we were actually talking about before the show. I mean, younger kids, not too young, obviously, but if they can handle watching the cartoons, then this game, there's no like real swearing or nudity or anything.
Yeah, this is great for your
maybe eight and
up. Yeah, you can get your 8 to 12-year-old in here easily, and I mean always monitor because it is an online game. But
yeah, that's true.
You don't have to worry you don't have to look as closely as some of the other games.
So, Marvel Heroes 2016. You should check it out. And back to the Fun Time show. And back to the big scary screen. I forgot to wear my sunglasses. Mr. Sunglasses is absent today. Son of a fish. Live show. Can't do a retake. I'll put it in editing. It'll look horrible. The digital deal with its sunglasses. No.
You should totally do that now. Just so that when I go into work tomorrow, I can watch it and see what there is. Or on Sunday, I mean.
You seriously overestimate my editing magic. Seriously. Now, on to the table talk. Exploding Kittens is a card game that I got the box with the meows from the Kickstarter. Oh, somebody I would like to mention who does play the game, Tony. He said the bouncing beam is pretty awesome. He likes it, and I'm murdering. Also, Cyclops looks way easier to play than Kickstarter. Or Kickstarter, Jesus Christ. This is Kickstarter. The game looks way easier to play than he was playing Moon Knight. Moon Knight is difficult to play. He's got 2 power. Cyclops just has energy. Moon Knight has like 2 different things, and he's got kind of weird. Moon Knight's a little bit tougher character to play, but if you kid him outright, he can get pretty cool. Oh, that's another thing about the game. There's no real suck character. There are a couple of characters that are really good, and then all the rest of the characters are just you can beat the whole game. There's no character that if you're on someone's team, they're gonna be, oh god. They're all good. There are a couple of really god tier characters. Doctor Doom is one. Scarlet Witch is like the top. I mean, if you follow an online guide for Scarlet Witch right now, there's just no stopping her. She has so much like crowd control mixed with AoE damage mixed with healing. She's just a monster. She's just a monster solo.
Okay.
So, anyways, back to Exploding Kittens, a card game for people who are kittens and explosions and laser beams, and sometimes goats.
I was disappointed that there are no real explosions, but we'll give the game a shot.
I got a little kitty that goes meow. So this it's a fun little card game. Who made this one again?
I know the Oatmeal was
the Oatmeal.
Did all the artwork.
Exploding Kittens LLC.
Yeah, they formed a company, Oatmeal and
Oatmeal and these guys. They did some stuff. Yeah. So the game is pretty simple. You're trying to knock everybody else out. And there's a bunch of different cards you can play. Basically, you don't want to draw a card if you can at all help it. Because what happens is you have to draw a card every turn unless something happens that makes you draw more cards. And then you play cards from your hand. If you draw an Exploding Kitten, like this one, kind of hard to see in the reflection, it's a kitty playing on the nuclear launch codes. You are out unless you can play a diffuse card. This one here is diffuse the card via catnip sandwiches. Nom 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 nom.
Very tasty.
Yes. Other than that, you just kind of keep playing, and there's all kinds of stuff you can do. Like here's favor. One player must give you a card of their choice. Attack.
Is that squirrels nibbling on somebody's unmentionables?
Rub peanut butter on your belly button and make some new friends.
That is disturbing.
Here's awaken the Baradactyl. Attack. End your turn without drawing a card, and then force the next player to take 2 turns, which means he has to draw twice, which sucks. See the future. Deploy the special ops bunnies.
Sam Fisher's got nothing on them.
Oh, there's nope cards also. Nope cards are how you stop an action. Like someone's about to play defuse or someone's about to play something new, you go nope. Like here is the nope ninja. He delivers a wicked dragon kick. See the future. Crawl inside a goat butt and see many wondrous things. Let me see if I can find some.
Why?
I have the not safe for work pack in this also. So I'm trying to find.
Because I hadn't recognized some of those cards.
Trying to find a good not safe for work pack card to show everybody, including you, so that you can be glad that you did not get the not safe for work pack, so your children don't have to deal with it. Here's the nope. The Pope of Nope. He has spoken.
Yeah, and he's flipping everybody off. That would probably
Skip.
be...
Play a game of whalebone or tetherball. End your turn without drawing a card.
Oh, wow. Whalebone or tetherball. It's something I'd never considered.
Deploy the 1,000-year-old back hair. Nice. Asparagus bum dragon appears. There's worse. I gotta find the worse. Attach a butterfly to your genitals and see where it takes you in life. No?
No, that's not something I'd ever thought to do.
How about see the future? Weave an infinity boner and live forever. It's the most sacred of boners. The infinity boner, folks. Now you've seen everything.
And wish you hadn't.
That's right. So,
I don't think we violated the TOS yet, Tony, but we're working on it.
these are pictures drawn by the Oatmeal. The Oatmeal's a respectable company. Okay, the Oatmeal's a company.
He is. He does it for profit and thereby food,
Anyhow,
among other things.
it's a fun, quick little card game. Like it says, takes 2 minutes to learn, 15 minutes to play. I'd agree with that. Ages 7 and up, quiet kitties. Except for, of course, if you don't want to have the 7-year-olds be talking to their friends the next day about the Infinity Boner that they played on somebody and have the teacher overhear that. Or when they go and play a game of whale boner tetherball. There's a lot of other funny, silly cards in the game. It's a pretty fun game. I definitely give it a try if you have anybody. It's kind of along the same lines of there's a cheap ass game called Unexploded Cow, which is kind of still a card game type thing with the same kind of exploding theme. But this is a bit funnier. There's a lot of funny pictures, a lot of funny ideas.
And again, a game can take 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
so it's something
even with 5 or 6 people, once everybody knows the rules and is actually going to pay attention to the game, because we've had people, game night when everyone's busy with whatever the hell they're doing.
Crosstalk. It's always crosstalk.
It's cross Twitter picture looking out. Yeah.
If somebody's cross-dimensional, then we've got a real problem. But
they're cross-dimensional. Anyhow, Exploding Kittens. Pretty fun game. I would suggest it, and it's a small box. So if you have a significant other person who lives in the house with you who's concerned about your game space, small box. Right. Song of the week. I will wear the hat. Remember the hat. Just saw the sun go. Oh, see, look, and I was a superhero.
where'd it go?
It's still up. I just
There we go.
Sorry, we were, yeah. It was a superhero game, and I had superhero sunglasses. Ninja Turtles superhero, right?
Hey, Raph.
In the original comic, I think they all had pretty much, though it was black and white, you couldn't tell. And then when they did colorize it, they all had pretty much the same.
They did. In the beginning, they were all the same color. It was when they did the cartoon.
Well, I'm not
they
even talking
wanted
their
to tell the
skin.
different.
Even their skin was the same color.
Yeah, you couldn't tell them apart.
It was pretty hard, except by their weapons.
Yeah.
I think their bandanas and stuff did change color in the comic before the cartoon came out. And when the cartoon came out, they were all slightly different color.
But they also were not made for kids at that point. When they did the cartoon, they wanted to make it kids be able to easily tell them apart, so they did colors and weapons.
So, anyways, song time. My hat today is a what is this from? Carnival Cruise. We did a behind-the-scenes boat tour thing. Yeah, you go and you see all the crew quarters and all the not pretty parts of the boat. And this hat is not on straight, but it's almost like this thing isn't centered after all. Or maybe my head's crooked. I'm going to go with my head's crooked. One fun thing to note about this hat, which I discovered when we were at Disney World. This inside part here, because I sweat a little bit, especially when it gets hot. I had blue head. Yeah, it leaked on me.
That's the hallmark of something that should have been washed before worn.
It's a hat. You don't wash a hat before you wear it. This thing will get screwed up.
They make cages that hold that together.
Nicolas Cage makes cages.
Yes, he does. And then he leaves them, which is a sad thing.
What a jerk. So, let's see what kind of exciting...
What's our song?
Sing a song about Jason Voorhees. Oh, sing a song about bread or Jason Voorhees. Those are my two suggestions right now.
What if Jason Voorhees was hungry for toast?
Jason Voorhees and bread? God, you guys in your combi for suggestions. What?
Looking back at episode 6, saw that. Also, Corey said you left your dishwasher open. I'm sorry, that struck me as funny.
It's not open now. I said it was, and I commented that it was the downtown kitchen was getting urban remodeled into combat blight. Gotta watch out for urban blight now. So, we've decided it's, Corey says to wash the hat in the dishwasher. And it is Friday the 13th. We completely skipped over that, but the opportunities we could have had, too bad.
I'm just as happy not being murdered by a guy in a hockey mask, so I'm good.
Well, Jason Voorhees is in the Mortal Kombat. You could have played the Mortal Kombat game. It's not really an indie game, but
I've got it on my phone.
You have lots of stuff on your phone. Put your phone down.
Okay.
That's right.
It's my phone, people.
I'm going to edit you out just this whole...
You're just going to cut me out, huh?
Yeah.
Cut me out. Cut me out of your life.
I might even cut the audio, too. It'd just be me talking to something like that. Have you ever seen Garfield?
You're going to put Throg in there?
Just, no. Have you ever seen the comic strip Garfield without Garfield? I think that's the name of it, but whatever.
That makes it exceedingly odd and makes it look like John is just nuts.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually the name of it, but yeah, basically someone goes and takes the Garfield comic strips and cuts Garfield out of it, so John is just a nutso, talking to himself and stuff. Anyhow, a song about Jason Voorhees mortaring bread. Mortaring. Oh, God. You people can't think of anything good like socks. And instantly, because it's Tony and Corey who suggested Black Hole Sun that one time, the first songs I think of again is Black Hole Sun, which I don't want to do it again. So, we're going to go with...
It's a Small World?
No, that's too hard. It's too repetitive. It's just too repetitive. It's almost like a little... It's like my wife says, row, row, row your boat. Well, there's not enough words. And it's, to really...
Okay.
I do Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star before. I do that for my kids all the time. I make up stupid songs. Let's try On Top of Spaghetti or On Top of Old Smoky, depending. Think of that. Okay. One night in my kitchen, I saw the light on. And when I went in... I just died off this song. Gosh, it's hard to rhyme.
The bread was all gone.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. Let's try this again. One night in my kitchen, I saw the light on, and when I went in, all the bread was gone. I rushed to my front door, looked out on my lawn, and to my horror, I saw what was going on. A man with a mask and a machete, you see, was taking my bread, punching it through a tree. It went on the ground. He chopped it up quick, and then he turned around and rhymes with quick. Yeah. Radioactive? No, come on. I don't even remember that song. And there's too much stuff at the beginning. Anyways, and he turned around and was holding a stick. I don't know why he dropped it, because he had a machete. Chopped. See, that's exactly where I was not going. In the chat, Tony's suggestion was, I chopped off my...
That's what I was thinking, but
Exactly,
I know you
that's
try
right.
for a PG rating, so
Tony, you're bad.
can't say that.
You're bad. Okay. So, the song is derailed beyond comparison because Mr. Bergio had decided to go where I didn't want to go. But
He's channeling Matt today, it seems.
Oh, okay. So, the story and narrative we currently have for this song. I went in the kitchen. My bread was gone. I was concerned, so I went outside. That was the first place I looked.
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees was outside, punching my bread through a tree. And then he chopped it up on the ground with a machete. And he turned around. And according to Tony Bergio, his full name, I'd like to give you his address, but I don't want to dox him that bad, decided that he then chopped up like it. That's a good end of the song. I said he was holding a stick, and then I guess, I don't know, beat me to death with it or something. I could have run, but he would have just walked and killed me. So,
We'll just end it by saying the better line was that he chopped off something that rhymes with stick.
no.
No? Okay. Strike that. I didn't say that.
Yeah. That was horrible. Not the worst we've ever done, but definitely not the best. Then again, hey, what do you want? I got
I mean, it's not Turtle Song, but then again, what is?
the kickboxing song that was like after the fact from Black Hole Sun was pretty good too.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe one day I'll go ahead and give myself 3 minutes to, but that's way too much time. We ain't got time for that. Ain't no one got time for that. Oh no, my notes power is gone. No, it's okay. We did Song of the Week, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So, now we're on to another fun and exciting part. Michael Phelps. We hate him. We hate everybody. We hate Michael Phelps. Why? Well, let me just pull out my little bit of research here. Michael Fred Phelps. Fred, his middle name is Fred. The second. He won a bunch of medals. Why did he win a bunch of medals? Well, to be an Olympic athlete these days, you can't just be a regular person. He's obviously a mutant. It doesn't matter how hard you train. If you don't have the right body type or whatever, you're never going to be an Olympic gymnast. It's just all there is to it anymore.
Well, I was watching the Olympics, and they were talking about how he has freakishly large hands for his body size, and that he's got more
Web
between his fingers.
He's got webbed fingers. He probably has gills.
It helps. They say that helps him, and I mean, look at that goatee.
That's not even a goatee. It's a mustache. We're going to get to the mustache.
Okay, I'll leave it till when you're ready for it. But
like I said, the best athletes are all genetic freaks anymore because it doesn't matter how hard you train, you're never going to be an Olympic gymnast or whatever unless you have some genetic predispositions. That's just the way it is. That's why China started to win so much. They got so many darn people. They weed kids out. They weed kids out like in kindergarten. They see the kid running faster than the other kids, gone. He's off for training.
Yeah. Mutants and not the fun X-Men kind.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it could be drugs, but they test them so heavily for drugs. Has to be a mutant. Big-handed Michael Phelps versus Donald Trump, the small-handed celebrity death match. So why hate him?
It would be huge.
I mean, all the Olympic athletes are more or less mutants now. We've covered that. So why hate Michael Phelps? Number one, his middle name is Fred. Is your middle name Fred?
No.
Do you know anybody with the middle name of Fred?
Not to my knowledge.
Literally Fred, not Frederick.
Why would
Frederico.
everybody advertise that?
Fred. He's the second, so there's been more than one of them.
Wow.
That's right. He was diagnosed with ADHD. Yeah, that's not a real medical issue. You could say it is. I refuse to believe it. I believe in most cases. Okay, occasionally there might be a real case of ADHD. I think in most cases it's just a case of my parents didn't smack me up. or they're just kids. Kids are squirrely. They don't pay attention very well. What are you going to do? So the diagnosis is also in question because he has commented before that he, before a swimming match, gets a razor-like focus. What kind of ADHD person has a razor-like focus unless they're on some sort of drugs? But he can't take drugs because he does the Olympics.
Well, the research does say for ADHD that the people who have it, they pick one area and that becomes their area of hyper focus. They can't focus on anything else.
Yeah,
That's what the research says. Science.
I don't buy it. But he does do drugs. He's got driving under the influences for both alcohol and pot.
Yep.
He lost his Wheaties sponsorship because of it.
As he should have, because he was supposed to be a role model as an Olympic athlete. That's not role model material.
Now, for his mustache, he started a foundation to get kids active and into swimming. But that mustache is suspicious.
Hella suspicious.
Very. So, why do we hate Michael Phelps? In conclusion, drugs, crazy mustache, a mutant freak who gets lots of praise and money for flailing around in the water really fast. Water's not a place people are supposed to spend time. Otherwise, they'd have gills, like Michael Phelps does. We hate him. So, what do we got on the social interaction queue today? No real cool tweets or anything. Nope. As we talked about, Tony.
Fishy.
Tony has commented that his suspicious mustache give fishy mustache rides.
Fisty?
Really? Fisty. Fishy. I'm sorry, I have a mouth thing. As in I have a mouth. Yeah. So, what else we got? Tony looks to be pretty much the only person doing a lot of hanging out on our fun time. Nope, there's a couple of
in
people.
there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Yes.
She's the one who actually said first the line that Tony gave us.
I see.
The one we don't want to say.
Oh, yeah. Great. Well, I was thinking the exact same thing, too. Actually, I was just like, he turned around and pulled out his. So, imagine what that's like, that waterlogged, creepy bastard.
Slasher, flasher. It's easy to get confused.
There you go. So, anything got anybody else to say in the chat or anything fun? We're a little delayed, so we'll give him a second. Whoa, what's Jason's safe word? What would Jason Voorhees' safe word be?
If anybody's ever actually seen the first one, I believe it would be mommy.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He never talks, though.
No.
So he would have to say,
in the first one, doesn't he?
When he's a little
gargle,
kid. In the first one, it's not him.
That's right. It's his mother.
See, I was thinking that too, Corey. You're right there. He doesn't make a sound. It would just be the music in the background. His safe word would be when that music plays. That means it's safe word time. Stop what you're doing so he can kill you.
His machete could be a safe word.
That's not a safe word. That's a deadly word.
Go, go, go. No, stop. You stop. I mean, it's a pretty effective safe word.
Safe word is for the safety of all participants, not just him.
Oh, like he cares. He's a serial killer.
Captain Crunch, be on your guard. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. As always, you can email me, James at the... Oh, we didn't check email this time. Let's make sure we got no emails. We never do. But we got to be, ecumenical. No. No email suggestions either.
All those big words and no emails.
Never is. So,
you people are slacking. Send in more stuff.
They're in the chat.
Yeah, well, Tony and Corey obviously not slacking. I'm talking about the thousands of others who are watching that are not showing up on the end.
One of these poops probably just emailed me right now. If they did, I'm going to have to... No, okay, good. I was going to get vile. So, James at thejamesshow.com. The website, thejamesshow.com. It's got all our past episodes. You can watch them here on YouTube. You can watch them there. Twitter, thejamesshow00. Facebook is The James Show 00. Watch my channel or not. Other things. I have been doing a couple other videos. I've got WoW on easy mode, World of Warcraft on easy mode, by level 100 character, fighting raids that he is, 30 and 40 and 50 levels above one single-handedly and one-shotting the bosses and stuff.
Sounds like the encounters my game group wants.
Yeah, it's the encounters of all D&D game groups want. You just want to smack them. And then I've got some Overwatch videos. Of course, my Overwatch videos are currently on standby until Overwatch actually comes out. Also, Mr. Sunglass is going through playing 10, 15 minutes of NES games. He's done 5 or 6 now. He just did a boy in his blog. So check those out too while you're at it. And other than that, that's going to be a wrap. We hit 40 minutes today. How do you feel about that? Michael Phelps, go away.
I feel pretty good.
All right. Well, from downtown kitchen overlooking scenic chart, this is James and this is Jeremy, who is feeling pretty good. And we're going to be out for now. So see y'all next time if my thing broke.